The day Messi, Mbappé, and Neymar totally bossed it in the Champions League and wrecked their opponents was straight up legendary. It all went down in a match between PSG and Maccabi Haifa on October 25th, 2022 during the group stage of the Champions League. PSG was stacked with a killer squad featuring the likes of Sergio Ramos, Vitinha, Marquinhos, plus the three biggest football legends, Messi, Mbappé, and Neymar. It was the perfect moment for PSG's stars to flex their skills and win over the crowd. The ref blew the whistle and the game kicked off with high energy. The first serious play came at the 8-minute mark, when after a series of passes in the attack, Neymar made a killer pass to Fabian, who was chilling in the box. Unmarked, the Spanish midfielder controlled the ball and shot towards goal. But the shot wasn't on point, and the ball rolled out of play. Around the 17th minute, PSG pushed forward again with Neymar sparking an offensive play, passing to Messi, who then flicked it forward to Mbappé in the box. The French superstar dashed to meet the ball and laid it off for Neymar to take a shot from a prime spot. However, the shot lacked precision and flew wide. Now it was Messi's turn to show why he's the GOAT. Soon after, at the 18-minute mark, PSG set up another team play. Messi got a pass in the box and headed it to Mbappé. Surrounded by defenders, the French striker passed it back to Messi. With the ball at his feet, the Argentine legend didn't hesitate and unleashed a fierce curling shot, blasting the ball into the back of the net. That first Messi goal in the game put PSG ahead and signaled that the night was going to be a total spectacle. Around the 22-minute mark, it was Maccabi Haifa's turn to strike, with Abu Fani getting a solid pass inside the box. With the ball at his feet, the midfielder pulled off a slick body feint on the defender and created room to unleash a powerful shot at goal. However, the PSG goalie was on his toes and positioned well to make the save. Soon after, Maccabi Haifa won a corner, which was whipped into the box. PSG's defense initially cleared the ball, but Maccabi regained possession, and Cornu delivered another cross into the mix. This time, Batu Benfica was in a prime spot and leaped higher than the rest to head towards the goal, but the accuracy was off, and the ball sailed over the crossbar. Around the 25th minute, PSG hit back with Mbappé, leading a charge on the left side. However, he was stopped by a rough tackle from defender Sek, who got a yellow card for that foul. The situation heated up when Neymar, pissed about the tough challenge, argued too much and also got slapped with a yellow. Now it was Mbappe's time to shine in the game. At the 31-minute mark, Mbappé pushed forward and kicked off a slick play with Neymar, exchanging passes through the defense, including a back heel from Neymar that wowed the crowd. The play ended with Mbappé getting the ball in the box and firing a precise, well-placed shot into the goal, scoring PSG's second of the match. That goal got the PSG fans super hyped about the soccer their team was playing, celebrating big time in the stands. Now all that was left was for Neymar to score 1-2, and that's exactly what went down at the 34-minute mark, when PSG intercepted an opponent's pass and kicked off a rapid counterattack with the trio Mbappé, Neymar, and Messi, skillfully passing the ball and pushing towards the opponent's goal. As he neared the box, Neymar got the ball with no one on him, going one-on-one with the opposing keeper. With the chill and confidence of a super skilled player, he blasted an awesome shot that hit the post and went in. Neymar's goal, with assists from Messi and Mbappé, showed how the star trio, known as MMN, was in sync and a true powerhouse in global soccer. Shortly after, at the 36-minute mark, Maccabi Haifa hit back with Cornu receiving the ball on the left wing, but he was stopped by a rough tackle. The free kick was taken by Adzili, who whipped a precise cross into the box. Sek, alert to the play, ran to get into position and, unmarked, executed a strong and accurate header toward the goal, netting the ball. Maccabi Haifa's defender Sek chose not to celebrate the goal he just scored. Instead, he rushed to grab the ball and quickly restart the game, showing his team's determination to catch up. Right after, PSG launched an offensive with Neymar delivering a sweet pass to Mbappé up front. The French superstar advanced, and as he approached the box, faced off against defenders, making room to unleash a powerful shot toward the goal. However, the opposing goalie was alert and well-positioned, managing to make the save. At the 42-minute mark, PSG slipped up and Maccabi Haifa intercepted a pass in defense. Sherry seized the chance and attempted a long-range shot. However, the shot lacked precision and the ball sailed wide of the mark. Now it was Messi's turn to step up again. As the first half was winding down, at the 44-minute mark, PSG launched an attack with Mbappé and Messi smoothly exchanging passes and advancing with precision. The Argentine superstar got the ball near the box and unleashed an extremely powerful long-range shot. Messi's left-footed rocket curled into the corner of the goal, marking his second of the game and PSG's fourth. The PSG crowd went wild, and the players hugged it out in celebration. The second half kicked off with Maccabi Haifa determined to turn the game around. At the 47-minute mark, the Israeli club started an attack with Cornud on the left wing, who took on the defense and whipped across into the middle of the box. The towering striker Pierrot was well placed and jumped higher than his opponents to head the ball. However, the accuracy was off and the ball flew over the crossbar. Soon after, Maccabi Haifa was back on the attack with Abu Fani delivering a cross into the box. The tall striker Pierrot, once again well positioned, leaped to head the ball toward the goal, but the ball brushed past the post and went out of bounds. It felt like Maccabi Haifa was on the brink of scoring any minute, and that's exactly what happened at the 49-minute mark when they won a corner. Adzili sent a precise cross into the box. After a series of headers, the ball fell to Sek, who headed it accurately toward the goal, scoring his second of the match. Sek's goal had Maccabi Haifa fans jumping for joy, seeing their team net 2 against such a formidable opponent. At the 53-minute mark, PSG hit back with a quick counter with Neymar passing the ball to Mbappé, who was speeding forward. As he approached the box, the French superstar tried to pass it back to Neymar, but an opposing defender blocked the ball. However, the ball rebounded and ended up hitting Mbappe's arm, leading the ref to call a handball foul. Shortly after, PSG went on the attack again, with Neymar using his sharp game vision to send a killer pass to Hakimi in the box. But Hakimi lost his balance and ended up shooting poorly, sending the ball out of bounds. At the 57-minute mark, PSG attacked again with Messi feeding a pass to Mbappé on the left wing. The French ace moved forward and passed to Neymar in the box. However, before the Brazilian star could shoot, an opposing defender intercepted and took possession of the ball. Now it was Mbappe's turn to shine again in the game. At the 63-minute mark, PSG set up an efficient attack down the right side of the field, with Hakimi pushing forward and delivering a precise cross to Mbappé, who was positioned in the box on the opposite side. The talented French striker expertly controlled the ball and fired off an incredibly accurate shot, hitting the exact spot he aimed for. The opposing keeper had no chance to save it, resulting in PSG's 5th goal of the game. This stunning goal by Kylian Mbappé cranked up the crowd's excitement even more. Meanwhile, Neymar also wanted to stand out again in the match. Shortly after, at the 66-minute mark, PSG launched another attack down the right, with Hakimi crossing the ball into the box, but this time it went straight through without finding anyone to finish it. Neymar retrieved the ball on the left side, dribbled past a defender, and moved into the box, attempting a pass to a teammate in the middle. However, unexpectedly, the ball hit an opposing defender and ended up in the goal, resulting in an own goal that could be credited to Neymar's exceptional skill. At the 71-minute mark, PSG nearly increased their lead with a well-planned play, where Mbappé received the ball on the left and passed it to Messi, who quickly sent it to Soler, who in turn blasted a strong shot toward the goal. However, the shot was just off the mark and went wide of the post, narrowly missing the goal. Messi seemed eager to net another goal too. Around the 76-minute mark, PSG kicked off another attack with Mbappé on the left, trying to dribble past a defender, but he opted to pass to Messi. They started a set play with quick passes in the box, culminating with Messi getting the ball in front of the goal and firing off a powerful shot. However, the ball came super close to going in, but ended up smashing against the crossbar. At the 81st minute, PSG kept up the pressure with Messi using his sharp game vision to send an excellent and precise pass to Ekitike inside the box. Going one-on-one with the keeper, Ekitike tried to finish, but the opposing goalkeeper pulled off a fantastic save. Messi looked determined to help his team widen the lead. As the game neared its end, at the 83rd minute, Messi got the ball on the left side, skillfully moved into the box, and using his exceptional vision, spotted an open space and delivered a crucial pass to the middle. Soler, quick on the uptake, rushed in and blasted a precise and powerful shot, increasing PSG's lead with a masterful assist from Lionel Messi. This 7th PSG goal not only widened their lead, but also underscored the humiliation the opposing team was suffering, showcasing PSG's dominance in the match. With the score already in their favor, Neymar took the opportunity to flaunt his technical skill, like the slick backheel pass he pulled off at the 86th minute. Close to the game's end, at the 87th minute, Neymar again troubled the opposing defense, starting a solo play by dribbling past several opponents, but was stopped by a foul near the box. This foul, from about 18 meters from the goal, posed a major threat to the opponents, given that Messi and Neymar, who were prepped to take the kick, are known for turning such chances into goals. The ref gave the go-ahead, and it was Messi who fired a powerful shot at goal. However, his aim was off, and the ball flew far from the target. In the final minutes, PSG regained possession and launched a counter with Neymar receiving the ball near the box and trying a long-distance shot, but he hit it too hard, sending the ball soaring just over the crossbar. Right after, the referee blew the whistle to end the game, concluding PSG's route in this Champions League match. The star trio of Messi, Mbappé, and Neymar showed off impressive soccer, with all scoring and displaying great technique on the field. That day when Mbappé totally schooled Messi in a major game was straight up epic. The showdown between PSG and Barcelona went down on February 16, 2021 at Camp Nou, kicking off the round of 16 in the Champions League. PSG was stacked with some serious talent, including stars like Verratti, Marquinhos, Icardi, Navas, and Kylian Mbappé, who at just 22 was already the main man of the squad. Barcelona was no slouch either, boasting heavy hitters like Ter Stegen, Piqué, Griezmann, Dembélé, and Messi, already hailed as one of the all-time greats. It was a clash of titans, not to mention a personal face-off between Mbappé and Messi. The ref blew the whistle and the game got off to a fiery start. Before even hitting the 1-minute mark, PSG was showing off their offensive edge, with Verratti sending a killer through ball to Mbappé. But Barca's keeper was quick on his toes, rushing out of the box to clear the ball. Despite that, Mbappé quickly snagged it back and tried to set up another attack with a slick backheel to a teammate. But it was no good as a Barca defender cut off the pass. At the 13-minute mark, it was Barca's turn to press, with Messi using his killer vision to feed Pedri, who quickly flicked it to Griezmann, putting him one-on-one with the goal. But keeper Navas was on point and stepped up to sweep away the threat. Nearing the 18-minute mark, Barcelona goofed up by losing the ball midfield, letting PSG quickly organize a counterattack with Mbappé charging towards the opponent's goal. As he neared the box, Mbappé slid a pass to Icardi, who found himself unmarked and face-to-face with the keeper. But Icardi's shot was weak, and as the ball nearly crossed the goal line, a Barca defender swooped in just in time to block the shot, saving the team from a sure goal. Mbappé was all fired up to help his team break the deadlock. At the 21st minute, Mbappé got a sharp pass on the left wing, and despite heavy marking from two players, showed off his skills by whipping in a cross. However, the opposing defense was tight and cleared the ball without hassle. Shortly after, getting the ball again on the left, Mbappé was abruptly stopped by a rough challenge from Barcelona's right-back Dest, highlighting the intense pressure the talented French player was facing throughout the game. On the flip side, Messi was still gunning to turn things around for his team, like he always did. At the 25-minute mark, the skilled Argentine player got the ball in midfield, and showing off his exceptional game vision, unleashed a long and precise pass to put De Jong in a dangerous spot inside the box. The PSG defense, in a desperate attempt to intervene, fouled the player, leading the ref to call a penalty for Barcelona. This decision gave the Catalan team a golden opportunity to open the scoring in a match that was proving to be super tough. Despite the fierce complaints from the French team, the ref stood by his decision, directing that the penalty be taken. Stepping up for the penalty, Lionel Messi, known for his coolness and mastery in these clutch moments, took the responsibility. Facing Keylor Navas, he picked the top right corner and delivered a powerful shot, leaving the keeper no chance to save it. This goal was crucial, coming at a time when Paris Saint-Germain was dominating the game and allowed Barcelona to take the lead, injecting a dose of hope into the players of the Spanish team. Right after taking the lead, Barcelona had a great chance to extend their advantage when Messi, skillfully dribbling past the PSG defense, passed the ball to Dembélé inside the area. Quickly, Dembélé took a shot at goal, but sadly his attempt was weak, allowing the opposing keeper to make an easy save. On the other side, Mbappé was determined to level the game. Around the 30-minute mark, PSG started an attack on the right with Florenzi, who sent a cross into the box. Mbappé, always well-positioned, received the pass and tried a stylish backheel finish, but Piqué, Barcelona's defender, was alert and managed to block the attempt. Shortly after, PSG resumed the attack with a team play involving a series of quick passes that unsettled the opposing defense, ending with Mbappé getting the ball inside the box. Despite being surrounded by several Barcelona defenders, Mbappé showcased his exceptional technical skill by controlling the ball and deftly dribbling, creating just enough space to unleash a powerful shot toward the goal. The shot was so accurate and forceful that it beat the opposing keeper, sending the ball smashing into the net. Mbappé's equalizing goal sparked a vibrant celebration among his teammates, while the Barcelona players showed visible frustration with the outcome. Approaching the 36-minute mark, Barcelona launched a fast counterattack led by Griezmann, who swiftly advanced across the field toward the opposing goal. As he broke into the area, he fired a strong, low shot with his left foot, that flew just past the post, nearly resulting in a goal. Mbappé wasn't satisfied with just drawing level. He wanted to take the lead. At the 38-minute mark, PSG intercepted a pass in midfield and launched a counterattack with Mbappé rapidly advancing, breezing past several opponents. As he entered the box, he attempted to dribble past a defender who managed to send the ball out for a corner. Near the end of the first half, Barcelona made a blunder by passing the ball back to the keeper, who tried a strong kick but mishandled it and nearly lost possession, though the ball eventually went out for a corner. The corner, taken by Mbappé, resulted in a pinpoint cross to where Icardi, well-positioned, jumped and headed the ball powerfully towards the goal. It was a close call, with the ball just missing the post. Shortly after, the referee blew the whistle to start the second half, which began even more intensely. Right after the restart, Mbappé got the ball on the attack and opted to risk a powerful right-footed shot from outside the box. However, the shot sailed just wide of the post and out for a goal kick. On the other side of the field, Messi seemed to be having an off day. At the 47th minute, Barcelona launched an attack with Pedri sending an advanced pass to Messi inside the area, but unfortunately, he failed to control the ball. His expression of frustration was clear. Shortly thereafter, Mbappé advanced an attack, receiving a long pass on the right and using his dribbling skills to shake off 3 defenders before passing to Icardi. Inside the box, Icardi feinted a shot to dribble past the first defender and fired at goal, but the shot was blocked by the opposing defense. At the 49th minute, Mbappé initiated another attack that was nearly interrupted by a shirt pull, but he maintained persistence, advancing and passing to Icardi, who set up the ball with a beautiful backheel touch for Keane to finish. However, Barcelona's goalkeeper was alert and made an excellent save. Now it was Messi's turn to make his mark in the game again. Around the 57th minute, Barcelona regained possession in the opposition's half and tried to launch a counterattack with Messi, who was stopped by a foul when a defender hit his face with a hand. This foul, occurring near the box, posed a great risk for PSG, especially since Messi is renowned for turning free kicks from this distance into stunning goals. The Argentine star lined up for the free kick and took a powerful shot, but the ball hit the wall and went out for a corner. While Messi wasn't at his best, Mbappé on the other side was incredibly inspired that day. At the 64th minute, PSG started an attack, with Florenzi racing to receive an excellent forward pass on the left flank and making a cross into the area. Initially, the ball was cleared by Barcelona's defenders, but Mbappé, following the play, positioned himself well to pick up the rebound and fired a powerful shot towards the goal, putting the ball into the back of the net. This second goal for PSG in the game was massively celebrated by his teammates, as it gave PSG a lead at the opponent's home in the round of 16 of the Champions League. Mbappé's performance showed that, with him on the field, he is capable of changing the course of the game. At the 67th minute, Mbappé almost added another, when he received a forward pass and drove the ball into the area, shook off the defense, and unleashed a powerful shot at the goal. However, the opposing goalkeeper was well positioned and made a good save. Shortly after, PSG continued to press on the attack when Kimpembe was halted by a foul. Paredes positioned himself for the free kick and delivered a precise cross into the box. Kylian, well placed and unmarked, received the ball and headed it straight into the back of the net. This third goal for PSG significantly extended their lead, edging the team closer to qualification and putting Barcelona in a tough spot, facing a defeat at home. At the 81st minute, Barcelona had a great chance to reduce the deficit when PSG's defense made a mistake by passing the ball back to goalkeeper Navas, putting him in a tricky situation as he was pressed by Griezmann. Navas, instead of playing the ball to the side, tried to return the pass in the same direction, but the ball ended up hitting Griezmann and rolling dangerously close to the goal, going out for a goal kick. While PSG's defense was making mistakes, the attack led by Kylian Mbappé was standing out with an excellent performance. At the 84th minute, PSG intercepted an opposing pass and quickly organized a counterattack, with Draxler charging down the field with the ball, racing towards the opponent's goal. As he approached the penalty area, he smartly passed the ball to Mbappé, who was alert and closely following the play. Receiving the ball completely unmarked, the talented French ace didn't waste the excellent opportunity and executed a flawless right-footed shot towards the goal. The shot was so strong and accurate that it left the opposing goalkeeper with no chance, resulting in the ball finding the back of the net. This third goal by Mbappé in the match was greatly celebrated by the team, who at that moment was completely dominating Barcelona at Camp Nou, delivering a drubbing and virtually securing their qualification for the next stage of the competition. In the final minutes of the game, Mbappé had another chance to extend the lead when he received a long forward pass and sprinted hard to reach the ball. However, a Barcelona defender played it back to the goalkeeper, who came forward to clear it away. Right after that, the referee blew the whistle to end the game. Mbappé emerged as the star of the match, scoring 3 goals that secured an overwhelming victory for PSG over Barcelona at Camp Nou. Following this humiliating defeat, rumors circulated that this game was one of the decisive factors for Messi leaving Barcelona and transferring to PSG the following year. The day Mbappé lit up the pitch and bagged his team's spot in the next round was straight up legendary. The face-off between PSG and Barcelona went down on April 16, 2024, in Barcelona during the second leg of the Champions League quarterfinals. In the first leg, PSG had taken an L with a 3-2 score, and now, playing away, they were seriously up against it. But the French squad, led by Luis Enrique, had some real ballers like Marquinhos, Vitinha, Dembélé, and Kylian Mbappé, the only player on the field who could turn the game on its head. Meanwhile, Xavi's Barcelona was also stacked with talent, featuring stars like Ter Stegen, De Jong, Rafinha, Yamal, and Lewandowski. It was a clash of the titans and the perfect moment for Mbappé to showcase his magic on the field. As soon as the ref kicked off the game, it was intense from the get-go. Barca was the first to press forward, with Yamal picking up the ball on the right flank and blitzing towards the goal. Cutting into the box and slickly dodging a defender, Yamal dished a sharp, strategic pass right into the mix. Rafinha, totally clued into the play's vibe, positioned himself perfectly to meet the pass and, with killer precision, drove the ball home, giving Barcelona an early lead in the match. Right then, the stadium, packed with die-hard Barca fans, erupted in pure joy with that early goal, boosting the team's lead and beefing up their chances to advance. With Rafinha's clutch goal, Barcelona now had a 2-goal edge, making things even tougher for PSG, who needed a historic comeback on foreign turf. At the 19th minute, Barcelona nabbed the ball back in their defensive half and quickly flipped to a counter, with Rafinha tearing down the left side and whipping across into the area. Initially, PSG's defenders managed to clear the ball, but the rebound fell straight to Lewandowski, who swiftly set up and unleashed a rocket towards the goal. However, his shot was just too fierce and high, sailing over the crossbar and out of play. Now it was Kylian Mbappé's time to shine in the game. Go, player! Before you keep watching, don't forget to smash that subscribe button on the channel. Around the 27th minute, PSG launched their first serious attack of the match, when Barcola snagged a wicked pass on the left and darted into the box. Spotting Mbappé charging up the middle, he quickly flicked the ball over to him, and without a second thought, Mbappé blasted a shot straight at the goal. However, his shot almost made it, but was thwarted by an epic save from Barcelona's keeper, Ter Stegen. Subsequently, PSG won a corner, which was played out with a series of short passes until Dembélé whipped a precise cross into the area. Initially pushed back by the defense, the ball found its way to Mbappé, who headed it with both power and precision towards the goal. But a Barcelona defender was perfectly placed and managed to block the attempt, denying the goal. At the 28-minute mark, controversy struck when PSG intercepted a pass in the opposing defense and quickly sparked a counterattack, with Barcola racing to reach the ball inside the box. However, before he could get to it, Barcelona's defender, Ronald Araujo, committed a foul from behind to abruptly stop the play. For this foul, the ref flashed him a red card, a decision that sparked major controversy as the player was sent off the pitch. Although it wasn't a penalty, this foul, being so close to the box, posed a significant threat to Barcelona. When the ref gave the go-ahead for the free kick, Dembélé unleashed a powerful shot toward the goal, but it lacked accuracy and drifted wide of the post. Now, with Barcelona down a man, things were looking up for PSG. This became apparent at the 39th minute, when an attack was skillfully initiated by Barcola, who received the ball on the left wing and sent a sharp, well-targeted cross into the area. Initially, Mbappé couldn't connect with the ball in the center, but it ended up reaching Dembélé on the other side, who, without hesitation, ripped a first-time shot that was both powerful and on target into the goal. Dembélé's strike was so fierce and accurate, it bulged the back of the net, scoring PSG's first goal of the game. Despite this crucial goal, the French team was still trailing in the aggregate score and urgently needed more goals to secure their team's advancement in the competition. In the extra time, PSG came close to widening the lead when Nuno Mendes delivered a pinpoint cross into the box. Positioned just right, Dembélé met the pass first time and quickly fired a shot toward the goal. However, the accuracy was off and the ball grazed the post before going out of bounds. The second half of the game started off even more intense. At the 48th minute, PSG gave Barcelona's defense a scare when Hakimi let fly a long-range shot towards the goal. The ball bounced on the ground, almost fooling keeper Ter Stegen. But he, showing quick reflexes, managed a solid save to keep Barcelona safe. Just a few minutes later, PSG ramped up the pressure on the opposing defense defense with a well-coordinated team attack that ended with Mbappé passing the ball to Fabian, who was advancing on the left. Without hesitating, Fabian fired a shot towards the goal, but the accuracy was off and the ball ended up going out of bounds. At the 53rd minute, PSG won a corner, which was smartly taken with a short pass to Hakimi, who quickly found Vitinha near the box. With room to operate and free from any marking, Vitinha skillfully adjusted the ball and, without a second thought, blasted an incredibly precise right-footed shot from outside the box towards the goal. The opposing keeper made a desperate effort, diving and stretching to the max to reach the ball, but Vitinha's meticulous shot was so well targeted, it hit the sweet spot, causing the net to shake vigorously. This second goal for PSG not only tied the aggregate score, but also ignited the spirits of both the players and the fans, filling them with hope and excitement for a thrilling turnaround in the game. Immediately after conceding the goal, Barcelona quickly retaliated, organizing a swift attack down the left. Lewandowski fought hard for the ball and successfully passed it to Gundogan, who was positioned in the center of the box. Upon receiving the ball, Gundogan didn't hesitate and unleashed a powerful shot towards the goal. The shot was so precise, it nearly resulted in a goal, hitting the post, and, unfortunately for Barcelona, going out of bounds. The challenges Barcelona was facing in the match, with the stadium packed with fans, significantly inflamed Coach Xavi's spirits. In a moment of intense emotion and frustration, he lost his cool, kicking an object and hurling insults at the referee. This impulsive behavior led the referee to show him a red card, resulting in his ejection from the game. With this, Barcelona, having already had a player sent off, now faced the absence of their coach, further complicating their situation in the match. The situation became even more dramatic at the 58th minute, when PSG mounted an attack with Dembélé receiving the ball inside the box, but being taken down by a slide tackle. The referee, closely following the play, called a penalty, a decision that sparked protest from the Barcelona players. Now was the perfect moment for Mbappé to step up again in the game. The French star took the ball and took charge, carefully positioning himself to take the penalty. When the referee gave the signal, Mbappé fired an extremely powerful and incredibly accurate shot, placing the ball in the top corner, leaving absolutely no chance for the opposing goalkeeper to make a save. This third goal for PSG in the match not only increased their lead in the aggregate score, but also put the team in a more favorable position, significantly closer to advancing to the next phase of the competition. Lewandowski, who had been quiet in the game, didn't want to accept defeat. At the 72nd minute, Barcelona tried to respond by organizing an attack with Lewandowski, receiving the ball in the middle, near the box. Realizing there was space in the defense, the Polish striker decided to take a strong left-footed shot from outside the box towards the goal. Lewandowski hit the ball well, but the PSG goalkeeper was alert and well-positioned and managed to make the save, keeping the score unchanged. Around the 77th minute, Barcelona organized another attack, this time initiated by Rafinha, who made a series of passes before receiving the ball back inside the box. Skillfully, he managed to dribble past two defenders and create enough space to fire a shot towards the goal. However, despite the effort, the precision of the shot was not enough, and the ball ended up going well wide of the intended target. As the game neared its end, specifically at the 83rd minute, Barcelona earned a crucial free kick in the attack near the opposing area. This situation represented a spark of hope for the Catalan team, whose anxious fans watched a turnaround against their team in a completely packed stadium. Rafinha positioned himself to take the free kick and opted to send a cross into the area. However, the cross was excessively strong, going over all the players and ultimately going out of bounds without finding its target. At the 87th minute, Barcelona created a great opportunity by regaining possession in the opposing defense and quickly organizing a counterattack. Lewandowski advanced with determination towards the opposing goal and, upon entering the area, fired a shot aiming for the back of the net. However, a PSG defender intervened at the crucial moment, managing to block the shot and thwart the Catalan team's goal attempt. But now was the moment for Mbappé to step up and seal the game. Shortly afterward, at the 88th minute, PSG regained possession and launched a swift counterattack with Hakimi racing down the field with the ball and passing it to the center. Mbappé, following the play, received the ball, advanced into the box and fired a shot at goal. But Barcelona's keeper, Ter Stegen, made an excellent save. However, PSG retained possession with the rebound falling to Asensio, who took a first-time shot at goal, but once again, Ter Stegen managed a solid save. Barcelona's defense tried to clear the ball, but it ended ended up back at Mbappé's feet, who this time did not waste the opportunity and fired a precise shot into the goal, sending the ball into the back of the net. This second goal by Mbappé in the game, and PSG's fourth overall, finally sealed the French team's victory, securing their advancement to the next phase of the competition. At that moment, the PSG players erupted in jubilation, celebrating intensely, while the Barcelona players faced defeat with visible dismay. After this goal, the stadium cameras captured emotional scenes of young Barcelona fans, visibly shaken and crying in the stands as they witnessed their team's humiliating defeat at home. In extra time, PSG almost extended their lead when Mbappé took the ball in the attack and unleashed an extremely powerful and accurate shot towards the goal. But Barcelona's keeper made an excellent save, preventing further humiliation. When the referee blew the final whistle, the PSG players celebrated their qualification while the Barcelona players walked off humiliated. This dramatic elimination of Barcelona led to coach Xavi being fired from the club shortly afterward. On the other side, Mbappé was the standout player of the game, scoring 2 goals that secured his team's qualification.